We cannot afford this fight. Family, we cannot afford this fight. It distracts us from our common goal. Some Africans look down on African Americans. It is really time that we stop that behavior. A lot of us forget that if today we have the opportunity to go to America to make money, to feed the family back home, that we are able to walk freely is thanks to the African Americans. It's very important that you, my African people, that you remember that. Never, never forget that today Black people are free worldwide, okay? Not just in the US, worldwide. It's also thanks to the effort of the civil rights movement. Remember Martin Luther King and their fight for equality. Their fight for equality opened the doors to all of us. Never, never forget that. This situation made me very sad. When you start thinking that your blackness is better than another one's, you're helping those who do not want to see us succeed as people. And this situation, every time I hear Black people fighting against each other, diaspora's wars, it saddens me deeply. We can't afford that. Our people can't afford that. The world is fighting us already enough. We don't need to fight each other. It's not serving any of us. We can't afford this fight between us. I was not going to talk about that, but this is a video request. So I thought I will add my 2 cents here to give a little bit of a background in case you are not aware. There's a growing movement in the US at the moment to boycott African businesses, African hair salon, etc. I'm not here to deny the protest. I'm not here to deny why people are upset. It's definitely valid. I so understand the reason why a lot of Black Americans are unhappy with African salons, because I know firsthand that customer service, lack of professionalism, and cleanliness can be an issue in African salons. I'm an African and I can admit that because I've had that firsthand, not just here, back home in Africa, and I'm talking Cameroon, Gabon, but generally in Africa. We can do better when it comes to customer service and cleanliness and professionalism. We can do better. It's a real issue, even back home in Africa, and we have been complaining about it ourselves, Africans. We have been complaining about that as well. So I'm not here to invalidate at all the complaints and the upset of the African American regarding some African salon. I don't want to generalize and say African salons, because I am sure that there's some African salon that do a good job, and it will be sad to put everyone in the same boat because some aren't doing a good job, right? We need to encourage those who are doing a good job. For me, this boycott, this little war that's happening, it's more than just bread. We have to always remember the big picture. It's about us, all of us, as Black people. Any action that we take against each other deter us from our common goal and distract us from the big picture. For me, the frustration is valid. I'm not here to dismiss it. In contrary, I know there's a lot of improvement that African businesses need to do to improve the quality of service of their customers, because the customer is king. But there's something that we need to learn as African people, because we're lacking knowledge in customer service. So it's not just about your skills. Yes, you can braid, you can do, your skills are maybe impeccable. But if you don't give the experience to your customer, and if your customer will leave, and I know that you leave and then you like your head is gonna bleed because it's too tight, right? This is not good enough. You have to hear your customer and give them what they need. So there's a lot of work to be done. What I need you guys to understand, not to explain the behavior at all, okay? There's no excuse when it comes to customer service, right? It's my job. It's something that I've been doing for the last 25 years. So I understand, okay? When I want to go to Africa, I want to train people to learn how to have manners, to be professional. It's something that we need to learn. A lot of African people who are in the US or abroad are in a lot of pressure to send money back home. They're working long hours and very often have not been trained at all in customer service in the Western context, right? Because when we are in Africa, well, it's like that's how it's happening, and they're just bringing that to the country where they're coming as immigrants, not learning about the way customer service is in the Western context. So to me, instead of fighting, right, we need to be talking, we need to be educating. This boycott might feel like it's justice, right, for the way you've been treated, and you spending your hard-earned money. And I know how Black Americans work really, really hard. However, always remember the big picture. We are hurting our progress, our collective progress. The thing is, when we divide ourselves, right? My black, your black, none of us benefit from it. We are playing into the hands of those who doesn't want to see us succeed. We are feeding this system that already doesn't want to see us united, and who benefit from us being divided and not united. That doesn't benefit us. It benefits them. It profits them to see us apart. It doesn't benefit us at all. I think sometimes we forget, we get caught up into those small issues, and we forget that Black unity is not just a slogan or to be cool. It's really a survival thing that we all need to unite over. Every time we draw a line between African American, or Caribbean, or whatever, right? Every time us diaspora decide to fight against each other, every time we do that, we are building walls between us. Our relationship is already so fragile, right? We need to build on creating a better bond, a better relationship, than tearing it apart. Because we can only win if we all unite as one. not with creating division. For me, the way forward is to educate, to communicate. So what I want to tell my African people, we need to do better. We can do better. And remember that you have to treat with respect your customer, right? The people that are spending their hard-earned money to have your services, right? Treat them with respect. Respect your customer. Learn. You can learn. Customer service is something that you can learn. Maybe I should do a course about customer service for Africans because it is a huge issue. I don't want to generalize. There's a lot of businesses that have learned customer service and that are doing an amazing job. But for you guys who still need to learn, you need to do it sooner than later. Respect time. Respect your customer. Treat your customer even beyond respect. Treat your customer with love and care. You know, treat them. Coming to a hair salon need to be an experience, right? I cannot talk for the African American because I don't know enough for me to make anything, to say anything, but I know us African, how we do, and we can do better. We have to do better because it's hurting all of us. You're hurting your own people. The African American are your people. Once you start learning this, right, instead of pushing them away, this should be a wake-up call. This should be a wake-up call. Take everything you hear as constructive criticism, right? Take these how you should improve your business today. And for you, my African American family, my advice is hold these people accountable, but also create space for growth and dialogue. Dialogue is really important. And for both sides, Africans, African Americans, let's remember history. Without African Americans fight for rights, we Africans would not be able to enjoy the US today, to have these opportunities today, to own businesses, to earn money in the US. Always, always remember that. So treat your brothers and sisters with respect. And this is just facts, okay? This is just facts. You are able to be in the US today because of the fight of the African Americans. Just for that, you need to show them respect. It's very important to remember that we as Black people have always to fight to just exist. It doesn't matter where we go in the world. We cannot be in the fight of tearing each other apart, breaking apart, and building together too, right? It doesn't work that way. Not for us. We don't have that luxury. It's either we work together as a force, as a team. That fight is a distraction from the common goal. Until you understand that, we need to choose always unity. Choose respect. And yes, we can do better. We definitely can do better to improve the way we relate to each other. If you believe we are stronger together, share this video. We need to build bridges, not burn them. Peace.